Number 3, a sophomore, Chase Perlman. Number 10, a senior, Zach Sharadikar. Number 21, a sophomore, Jared Simon. And number 24, a senior, Shane Sampson. Head coaches William Petrillo, assisted by Tom Petrillo and Larry Malley. And now, for your Doane Academy Spartans! Starting at center, freshman number 3, Doane Williamson. Sophomore guard, number 4, Doane. Junior forward, number 22, Big Chicken, Colin Bourbon. Junior guard, number 2, Cameron Newark. Senior guard, number 20, Aaron Perez. Williamson, assisted by Chris Scott, Noah First, and Davis Graham. Our officials are Richard.
All right, we welcome you here to Burlington, Pennsylvania, just on the other side of the New Jersey border. We are ready for the Prep B final live here, courtesy of Play-by-Play Production. Simon Rosenwasser here with you as Doane hosts in the Prep B final for another year. Dan Williamson in his 21st year, and we are off and playing here. It'll be a Doane win. Dan Williamson, the coach, Daniel Williamson, the freshman who picks it up to secure possession for Doane, and it'll be the defense chance from the team in white. That's the Newark Academy Minutemen to start here. This is Cameron Fields. Took an extra step, and it'll go the other way. So a long possession, 31 seconds off the clock for Doane's first touch. And it'll be Newark Academy on the ball. As Doane applies a little bit of full court man-to-man pressure, though backing up is Colin Warman. And he will guard Sharadikar. And this one picked up by Williamson, the freshman. And the Spartans off the dribble. It's Eric Perez, lost his footing. Manages to Fields. Off the dribble, Fields attacks and draws the foul. So a couple shot attempts here from Cameron Fields, although this one doesn't necessarily go into the books. He gets 2 free throws after the foul. Defense underneath. There's Cameron Fields knocking it out of bounds. Newark Academy coming to play defensively. And the Minutemen back in play. Sherrod Carr. Zach Sherrod Carr. And now Jared Simon. This is a Newark Academy team that has played together for the last couple of seasons. Jump shot wouldn't fall from Chase Perelman, who has turned into the leading scorer for the Minutemen, who are without a couple of would-be starters this season. There's another jump shot, no good. And the Doane Academy Spartans back on possession. Neither team with a field goal thus far. Can that change? It will. DJ Chu. So 4-0 Doane here early in the Prep B Championship. The response won't fall for Newark Academy. That was Jared Simon. And now Fields, tough shot. Rattled in and out. Perelman, the sophomore forward, with the rebound. Minutemen weaving through some traffic. Clear size advantage for Doane Academy. And the Minutemen able to settle those defense chants. They are loud from that Doane Academy bench. Not a ton of room for comfort in this Doane Academy gym, but a nice place to watch a tightly contested ball game. Another long possession here. No shot clock, under 5 to play here in the Prep B final first quarter. Sherrod Carr. Sampson gave it to the corner. There is just no room and little movement from Newark Academy here in this offensive set. Finally, some through traffic. Shane Sampson goes the other way. Maybe coming to give a screen to Gabe O'Brien. He feeds it down low, and after all of that, Newark Academy puts in its first two. That's Sherrod Carr. There's a three from the left wing. Make it the left corner, wouldn't fall. And the Minutemen get a stop, a chance to tie. They might do it at the line here. So a field goal for number 10 in Sherrod Carr, the senior. And now a chance for a couple more at the free throw line. So 4-3. We are halfway through this first quarter of play. Perelman, make it Cameron Fields. Now it's Williamson with too much size underneath. He cleans up his own trash. And Dan Williamson, the freshman phenom, to make it 6-3. Fields defending, doesn't matter. There's an and one, Shane Sampson. Got his defender in the air, and Sampson is able to finish through the contact. That'll be the second personal foul picked up by Cameron Fields, who stays in the game. Leaves his jump shot off to the left. And this will go Newark Academy's way. So after Doane Academy had a couple very patient possessions to start, last couple have been quick trips down the floor. And now the Minutemen, who staved off an early Doane onslaught, have a chance to take the lead with a field goal. This is Gabe O'Brien. And a good find with Perlman finding a soft spot on the baseline to make it 7-6. Defense from Simpson. There's a three ball and another one will fall through for Doane and DJ Chu. A couple triples for Chu to make it 9-7, and a timeout is called here in the first quarter. All right, quick timeout for Newark Academy. Dan Petrillo and the Minutemen is in his fourth year coaching Newark Academy. A healthy three for the Minutemen, and it rattles in and out. Shane Sampson on the trigger. This will be the three the other way for Fields, and it won't fall.
Turn around, turn around, turn around.
Newark Academy trails by 2. Gabe O'Brien fields a screen from Sampson and then rolls off of it. Here's Perlman and O'Brien, who leads the team in assists. Flashing at the high post, O'Brien to the other side. Now the attack from Jared Simon. And it's O'Brien who's able to keep possession. Finds his man cutting for 2, Zach Sherrodkar. And we're tied at 9. And this is going to be a foul on the floor. First foul called against Newark Academy. Doane Academy inbound out. They wanted to confirm who that foul was called against, and it is Sherrodkar who picks up his first. Cameron Fields takes a seat. Remember, he's got 2 personal fouls. So early foul trouble for Fields. There's Williamson over the back, I believe is the call. So there's the 4th personal against Doane, first against Daniel Williamson.
Get him, Mike, get him, Mike. Get him, Mike. Get his hip pockets, Mike.
Another 3 for Newark Academy, back iron. And the rebound by himself, Chase Perlman. He'll get the assist instead. Gabe O'Brien splashes down, and it is a 12-9 lead for Newark Academy. There is the response. And DJ Chu has 3 threes now here in the first quarter. 30 seconds to play. Good action back and forth. Sherrodkar among a few Spartans. Eric Perez sees a lane, kisses off the glass and down for 2.
Get him, Mike. Get him, Mike. Get him up, Mike. Screen, screen.
It'll have to be O'Brien at the buzzer. Spins it off the glass and down. And Newark Academy takes a 2-point lead after 1. Gabe O'Brien with 5 quick points at the end of the first quarter to give the Minutemen the lead. We'll be back for more.
up, Doane. Wake up. Play defense.
Start of the second quarter. Newark Academy, they probably didn't have the momentum at the beginning of regulation. Certainly have it as we start the second quarter. Gabe O'Brien, 5 consecutive for Newark Academy at the end of the first. Doane in a zone. Wild shot from Simon. And the rebound picked up by Colin Warman. Down to Williamson. Too much from Williamson. And now O'Brien, who will settle and call out the play for Newark Academy. Schrodkar for Simon. Minutemen working in the perimeter. You've got Simon, who's kind of going baseline to baseline. Found the soft spot in the middle of the zone. That is often where you'll see it attacked, and Sampson missed the shot. On the other side, it's Sampson who cannot defend. DJ Chu, the story early on. Certainly for Doane, who ties it at 16. Chu already in double figures. 11 of his team's points. Sampson doesn't miss this time. Shane Sampson, his brother Avery Sampson, sophomore forward, out this year with injury, and that is a charge called. Gabe O'Brien, smallest guy on the floor, and able to shuffle his feet, get in position, and take the contact. So that is another foul called against Doane. And Newark Academy playing sound since the early parts of the first quarter. It'll be a 3 for the Minutemen. It's off to the right. And now O'Brien, who will let it fly again. That one a little out of range maybe. So it's Cameron Fields. Splitting the D, splitting more, and he got the roll. Athleticism from Cameron Fields. Ties it at 18. Perlman and O'Brien playing catch. It'll be a Perlman 3. That is good. (21-18). Step back 3 won't fall for Chu. Williamson fighting for the offensive rebound. Will get the rebound, draws the foul. Doane down 3, trying to force it to Williamson. Active hands from the Minutemen. Sampson, foot inside of the three-point line. And a strong rebound from Eric Perez, the senior. DJ Chu, it's a free throw for him here in the first half. 4 3 balls for number 4. And we are tied at 21. Back and forth we go here in the Prep Championship game. Timeout called by Newark Academy. See Dan Williamson over there, 21st season, closing in on 300 wins. Now in the 290s after a 20-plus win season this year. A little extra special to have, you know, Doane has been Dan Williamson's family for decades and decades, but now his family, part of this family, this basketball family. Daniel Williamson showing his talent on the floor. It's been a long time coming to see that pairing over there on the Doane Academy sideline. Tied at 21. Second quarter. The defense chance from the Doane Academy bench. Perlman, who just hit a three. Lachlan Wallace on the left wing with the attacking coming on the baseline from number 10, Zach Schrodkar.
Stay on your feet. Oh, well.
Substitution for Doane. Colin Warman checks out. Couple missed free throws. William Schumi is the newest Doane Academy basketball player into the game, number 13. Working underneath off the ball at the moment. Whistle comes before a move in earnest from Cameron Fields. Here comes the call. Was against Zach Schrodkar. That is his second. DJ Chu to trigger the inbound. Chu and Fields, the two guards, making things happen as Fields hears the whistle towards the end of his move, like he may have been in a little bit of trouble with Schrodkar and O'Brien there with him, but the foul is called and officially on Gabe O'Brien on the reach. That's his first. Well, teams have missed their last three free throws combined as Simon will come in to check down low on the blocks. One of the better rebounders on this Newark Academy team. Schrodkar has a break. And that is our first point since the timeout a few minutes ago. And Doane has retaken a 1-point lead. Sampson and O'Brien. O'Brien, another three. This one is good. Gabe O'Brien, his second triple. And there's Williamson. Tough angle on the bank shot, but he found it and ties it up at 24. And down and good for O'Brien. He has turned it on. 26-24 now for Newark Academy. And the steal for the Minutemen. With O'Brien running the break, looking for Simon, couldn't gather cleanly, and it's last touched by the team from Livingston, New Jersey. 2.5 to play, first half. Largest lead of the game, 3 points, actually 4 points for Doane when they were leading 4-0. The very early portions of this game. Since then, it has been blow for blow. Fields, deep three. Williamson does not have position. It is Sampson who's got the rebound, though it's thrown away. And Perez tried to save it, he couldn't. So now O'Brien and the Minutemen with numbers. Simon decides to pull up and do the job himself. So now they match that largest lead at 4 points. Williamson to the ground to keep possession. Timeout is called by Doane Academy. And the Spartans down by 4, 1:46 to play here in the second quarter. As we get a look at that Newark Academy sideline. Dan Petrillo, class of 2006 at Newark Academy. He's an 1,000-point scorer at Newark Academy. His brother Tom Petrillo, also a coach. So talk about that family affair at Doane. Same thing at Newark Academy. Larry Malley, the assistant coach. Michael Kutry also on that staff, class of 2008. He was an 1,000-point scorer as well. New athletic director now, Dave Pasquale at Newark Academy. He was the coach 20 or so years ago, and Dan Petrillo was a player for him. So it comes full circle as Mr. Pasquale is now back in these parts as the new athletic director for Newark Academy, and he's in the stands watching this Minutemen basketball team like he did 20-plus years ago. Minute and a half to play. Out of the timeout, there's a three ball from Fields. Both these teams shooting the 50s and 60s. I think we've seen a lot of scores in that area. There is Williamson from Fields, and a quick 5 for Doane out of the break. For a 32-minute game, these are pretty high-flying offenses. And you're seeing the playmakers all over the floor, including Gabe O'Brien, who's had a nice first half. Simon and now Perlman. It'll be Simon, corner pocket 3. And the rebound for Perez and Doane, who just a moment ago were down 4, now lead by 1 here. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Quick glance at the clock as Cameron Fields, who leads the county in steals, is called for the offensive foul, and that is a big play with the whistle going against Fields, who has started to turn it on a little bit in the last few minutes, but that is the third personal on Cameron Fields. And so only 2 to play with now for the entirety of that second half, and you know Fields is going to be a big piece if Doane will come out on top. So potentially big offensive foul there. Mark that one here at the end of the second quarter. Newark Academy looking to hold for 1 to maybe take the lead. At the end of the second quarter, they'll do just that. 3 ball from Perlman. And that'll be the difference. Newark Academy holding 2. Chase Perlman, their leading scorer on the season. He's up there today as those Newark Academy Minutemen on the road here in Burlington lead by 2 points. We'll be back for the second half of play. All right, we welcome you back for the second half. About to get underway. Good game here in the Prep Championship. We're often playing here in the second. Cameron Fields is back out there to start the second half. 7 points in the first, but remember he's got those 3 personals, and as they feed Danny Williamson, a whistle comes before he gets the touch. And it'll be a foul against Newark Academy. And it is against number 24. That's Shane Sampson. So now Fields working with Perez. Thought about the 3, goes back to Fields. He will step into it and drill it from beyond. Cameron Fields starting to heat up towards the end of the second quarter. And he comes out to give Doane a 1-point advantage here at the beginning of the third. Tough shot for Simon. Fields escapes with the steal. Fields for Chu, and that is in and out. First miss for DJ Chu on the night. And a jump ball on the follow. So possession arrow favors Newark Academy. So Chu, who had 14 in that first half to lead all scorers, misses his first shot attempt. Only 1 bucket so far here in the third quarter for Doane. On the other side, it's Gabe O'Brien who brings the ball up. He led Newark Academy in scoring with 5 points in each of the first 2 quarters. Perlman was close behind with 8. He misses that 3 ball. And it's DJ Chu with an easy 2. And Doane comes out firing in the third. So 5 quick ones for both Fields and Chu and Dan Williamson's Doane Academy Spartans. You've got Eric Perez, the senior. Probably the only meaningful senior minutes being played over there is Eric Perez. So this is a young team showing a lot of talent, showing a lot of promise for the future. Fields a junior, DJ Chu a sophomore, Danny Williamson a freshman. So a sign of some good things to come and some good championship experience here in the Prep B final as they break the huddle, and Newark Academy is looking to get going here in the third quarter. They will find the man under the basket. That's Perlman among the trees. Good entry pass initially. Perlman gets the rebound and put back to cut the lead to 1. Opening minutes of the third quarter. It's Perez who picks up his dribble. Fields with a bump from Shiradkar, and I think that is number 3 on number 10. Sure is. Third personal on Zach Shiradkar. So with 14 minutes of gameplay left, start to have to think about the foul game. Here's a 3 from Perez. It's short. Warman the rebound, and a strong move for the 2. Colin Warman, called the unsung hero on this Doane Academy team, does the dirty work, and there's a great example of it. Sampson off the pump fake. He is denied at the rim. Warman was in there. Fields, step back 3. Won't fall. Warman trying to keep it alive. That's going to be a jump ball, and I believe it's Doane ball. After the jump ball earlier here in the third quarter. So the Spartans have grabbed the momentum here in the third. Back to a 3-point lead. Danny Williamson for Perez. Tough shot. Williamson with the height. Well, he did a great job to rebound it initially off the jump shot from Perez. But then he's called for the personal. So that's just the second on Dan Williamson. Tough shot for Newark Academy's Lachlan Wallace. Perez on Wallace. Almost forced his way to an and one.
Good check, good check. All right, knock him down now. Take a deep breath and let it go, kid.
Perez looking to play at the next level. Got some interest from a number of JUCO schools, possibly Cairn University. And for what seems like the first time all game, a player hits both of his free throws. And that lead has now, well, in this kind of game, seemingly ballooned to 5 for Doane Academy. O'Brien off time with Benjamin Durman, who has just stepped in for Newark Academy. Playing right now without Sherrod Carr are the Minutemen, and this is going to go against Doane. And based on the reaction by Danny Williamson, I think this is going to be called against the freshman there. Third personal against Williamson. So 3 personals for Williamson, Fields on the Doane side, and Sherrod Carr on the Minutemen side. Doane matching up man-to-man at the moment. And that is Warman, who's making life difficult for Wallace. Perlman guarded by Chu. Another long possession. The Spartans playing good defense at the moment. Warman hopping and jumping in front of Lachlan Wallace. They try to feed the post. It's a kick ball.
Way to be around. Power.
Well, Coach Williamson did talk about Warman and doing those little things, those dirty jobs, so to speak, on the basketball floor. And you can see it just in the first couple of possessions here in the second half. Quickly inbounds, a little tentative was Newark Academy, and it's Doane the other side who will score for 2. And it's a 7-point lead for the Spartans. So an adjustment for Dan Williamson and the Doane Academy Spartans here in the second half. And they have ripped off 11 of the 13 total points scored in the frame. Ben Durman is guarding Fields. Fields gets him off the dribble. Makes the move to Perez, who spins and got another roll. Spartans on fire in the third quarter. Make it 42-33 Doane here in the Prep B final with 2:42 left in the third. We are back here in the third. 42-33, Doane on top. Newark Academy looking for a response. Simon is back in the game, so is Sherrod Carr. O'Brien in traffic. O'Brien for three. That was the answer in the first half when Newark Academy needed a bucket.
Remember, DJ, go to the ball.
And now it seems like Doane is content to slow things down in the half court. Chu and Fields have been the story for Doane. Fields found Williamson for three, and Perez has the offensive rebound. Ball starting to bounce Spartans' way now as well as Perez attacks, and it is a double-digit lead for Doane. You hear that defense chant getting louder as well. O'Brien, he is denied by Warman, but a little touch of the body and the foul is called. Warman takes a seat on the bench, gets a bunch of high fives over there. 1 of 2. Strong, clean rebound from Williamson. Minutemen ball. A steal from Fields off of O'Brien. Gabe O'Brien gets back to his credit to knock it away from Cameron Fields. O'Brien, the sophomore, Fields, the junior. Into Chu, the sophomore, as DJ Chu will once again swing it around to allow Doane to set up. Perez has the slam! Where did that come from? Eric Perez. A posterizing shot.
Thank you. Been doing that all night.
Whoa. Well, Doane Academy can miss their next 3 in a row. And that highlight from Perez would make up for it. 12-point lead for Doane. A thunderous advantage. start of the fourth quarter. Doane with a dozen-point lead. There's Perez, a denial on this side. So Perez has taken over the story here in the prep championship game. The full extension slam at the end of the third. A couple of good defensive plays as well. Only scored 2 points in the first half. As you see here is some confusion on whose ball it is in the fourth quarter. There's Chu. O'Brien. Three is well off the mark from Newark Academy. And Doane continues to be patient as they slow things up the floor, now with a 12-point lead. Only 3 points for Newark Academy here in the second half. Perez. Foul called against number 13 and Lackland Wallace. Here's Fields, absorbing some contact. And this is going to go against Zach Sharadkar. That is his fourth. Three won't fall for Newark Academy. Perez has been everywhere, though, here in the second half. Another offensive rebound. Eye contact with Warman. It is Perez initiating the contact, drawing a defensive foul in the act of shooting as well. And this one against Shane Sampson. That is his third.
Deep breath, let it go, kid.
Williamson. "14-point lead for Doane. The Spartans have figured it out. And this is going to go against Williamson, though this is his fourth. And Danny Williamson will sub out. So Williamson comes out. Schumi back in for Doane. And the foul called on the floor might be against Perez. And they get DJ Chu on the personal. First personal against DJ Chu. 14-point lead for Doane. And Newark Academy, time running out here as O'Brien calls the play. And with a whistle coming off the ball, it's going to go against Schumi. 3 team fouls in the quarter against Doane Academy. 5.5 to play. It's Perez, most getting the steal. O'Brien trying to thread the needle. It's Fields who comes up with it. Now Perez spinning on Simon. 5 to play. This 3 won't fall. Perez wants more. I'm sure you'll be seeing the highlight a little bit more for Doane Academy. Maybe even that one. Colin Warman to give Doane 50. O'Brien, Sampson for 3. They need it. They got it. And a timeout called. 50-37. 4:22 to go here in the 4th. Final 4 here in the 4th. Fields for Warman. Simon with the block. Sherrod-Carr. Tough shot. Got the bucket and the foul. Zach Sherrod-Carr. And Newark Academy on the verge of a 6-0 run.
Don't get lackadaisical.
And that is the 4th against Colin Warman. Cannot hit the free throw, so it remains an 11-point lead. But Newark Academy with a couple stops, a couple buckets, and now we've got ourselves a ball game again. Doane looking to put it away. Chu will maybe do so. DJ Chu. 20-plus points tonight for DJ Chu. Lead back up to 14. Sherrod-Carr with Williamson picking it up. Chu settling things. And it's another possession for Doane. Chu on the crossover will find Fields. Perez now having a catch with Fields. Fields wants to attack. It's Warman. Had position. Sampson has the rebound. Warman has to be careful or else he's going to foul out. It's Simon. Deep underneath the basket. Perez did not give him a chance to put it up and in. He's going to make him earn it at the free throw line. Just the second personal on Eric Perez. So Simon hits one. Minutemen in a 1-3-1 with Wallace applying some pressure. Warman back for Fields. Williamson for three. DJ Chu on the rebound. Couldn't find it. So it's O'Brien, now Perlman. Wallace from behind, I believe it's Warman. Warman or Perez. And it is Warman, so that is his fifth. A valiant number of minutes for Warman here in this one. He will foul out. Get a nice round of applause from this home Doane Academy faithful. Two shots is the call. So the first one missed. I don't think the referees clearly communicated that it wasn't an and one, or a 1-and-1, I should say. So the lead is 12. William Schumi back into the game. Fields, Chu, Williamson, Schumi, and Perez on the floor for Doane. Trying to work through a 1-3-1 zone all the way back out to the Doane logo at midcourt. Now it's Schumi who draws the foul on the floor. Not yet in the bonus. But it is the fourth personal against Shane Sampson. Perez. And there's Fields to his left. And a good-looking finish for Cameron Fields. Shrodkar off to the left. Williamson claims the rebound, and that will just about do it. 14-point lead. And the Minutemen ready to make some substitutions here in the Prep Championship game. It's Williamson, easy two off the feed from Perez. All Doane, especially in the second half. And so the timeout is called. Spartans are ready to improve to 21-2 on the season. And the substitutes are in, including Cole Burke for Newark Academy, and Marcel Riley, the freshman. He's guarded by Chu at the moment. And now Alden Sadikoff. Tough shot. Perez the rebound. And with 45 seconds left, we will have a whistle. And that will do it. The Doane Academy Spartans A rising O for Eric Perez. Felt like it was the end of the game, but it was really just a loud cheer for Eric Perez, who put on a show here in the second half. There's a three that wouldn't fall for Michael Balogun. And it's all just a formality now as Balogun's got a good rebound and the feed to the other side for Shane Bobrovsky. Was all alone, finally joined by the defender and fouled. So a couple free throws for Bobrovsky with 27 seconds left. Open three for the Minutemen. Jonel Felix with the rebound. There's a three for Chase Stevens. Doane Academy has won the Prep B championship. All right, so there it is, the celebration for the Doane Academy Spartans. 62-41 final. And a great performance, especially here in the second half. Didn't look pretty in the first half. Down by 2 points. Credit to Newark Academy. But it's the Spartans who figured things out in the second half of play. Eric Perez with the thunderous dunk at the end of the third. DJ Chu with 20-plus points. Fields made plays. And now a couple photos for Doane Academy. Marianne Williamson. Dish out the trophy. All right, so Doane Academy gets its moment. Prep B champions. As Dan Williamson, head coach, makes his climb to 300 wins. A Prep B final win here for Doane in 2026. For our entire Play-by-Play Productions crew, Simon Rosenwasser here with you. We'll say so long here from Burlington. Prep B title goes to Doane.